A lot of women I talk to are in a place in their careers where they took on a job with a certain area of responsibility, they got a title, they got a certain compensation package, and over time this has creeped a little bit, meaning that they've taken on more projects, maybe they've hired more people on their team, someone was on maternity leave and they took on their job as well. And they have this nagging suspicion that they're probably being undervalued and that they deserve a more senior title. This is something that you absolutely need to bring to your supervisor's attention. Because, if we just step into the head of your boss for a minute or two, if you have someone on your team who happily does more and says yes and solves problems for you, very few bosses that I know, and maybe if I admit I've done a few times myself, are going to wake up and say, you know what, I think we need to make a change and we're going to pay you more and we are going to, give you a promotion. Not because they're mean or that they're necessarily taking advantage of you, but because they have a million other things to do. And as long as you are not making a big deal out of it, they might not even be thinking about it. So in order for this to get your boss's attention, you probably need to mention it. Not to go there and, make an ultimatum or make a big deal out of it, but you could just start with sending an email and saying, hey, I've seen how work has been piling up and it's important for me in order to stay motivated that I feel that I'm in the right place in this organization and that I feel valued. So I would like to have a chat about that. And then you can see what the reaction is. And this is really about making your supervisor feel the consequences of actions that he or she may or may not have taken, directly or indirectly. But this is you also owning your situation, saying that I'm happy to do this, but the work I do, of course, has a price and I deserve to have the right position in the organization. This is important for several reasons, that you do have a corresponding title and a salary. This is first of all important internally for the signal effect where you are in this hierarchy. Career climbing is a game, and I know that a lot of women just roll their eyes and feel that, I don't want to get into that. But ladies, if you want to win at this, you need to play by the rules. Secondly, this is of course for your own value. If you have a nagging suspicion that you're being undervalued, that's something that is going to affect your motivation, it's going to affect the work you do, and it might also affect your confidence when it comes to taking that next step. Because the third reason this is important is that when you apply for the next job, you want the experience that you have to be reflected correctly in your resume, on your LinkedIn. So if you wait too long getting that promotion that you rightly deserve because you've been doing the work and you have that area of responsibility, it doesn't reflect correctly for when you are ready to take that next step. So if you have this feeling that you deserve more, you probably do. And I encourage you to act on that as soon as possible.